Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Oh, so, sorry, because I got distracted. We were doing the leaderboard, and then I got distracted. So, here's the deal. Tonight, if we hit the goal again of support of $150 for American Truck Sim, I commit to you, we will keep American Truck Sim in the rotation once a week like we've been doing for months and months, except for the 1 week when we skipped it because we didn't hit the goal. But we don't hit the goal, it's out of the rotation, and now we are busy. We're going to have nonstop new releases. So understand, if it's out of the rotation, it's out for good. It's not going to be like coming back again in 2 weeks. No, we have too many games to play now. So I will keep it in the rotation. If you guys support, I hope you will. If you're going to support tonight, I have a very strong recommendation. Okay? If you're watching on Kick tonight, I lost something like 200 subs on my days off. It's because I guess my days off had coincided with some days previously when people had been very generous and gifted like 50 subs a pop, you know, and a few people did it. And they all expired and no one renewed. So we went down like 200 subs on the channel, okay? My goal is to get 150 subs total by the end of this streaming week. Currently, I believe we are at 17. Let me check on that. Let me check that goal. We are now at 18 out of the 150 goal that I have set. So tonight, if you are on Kick and you are going to support this stream to keep Truck Sim in the rotation, drop some subs. All right? Please do. That's the best way to support tonight. Let's get those subs up. Let's get them back to where they were. Let's bolster that channel back. Let's go. Now, everything is appreciated. If you want to support in a different way, like let's say you want to try the new Kicks system. Let's say you're on YouTube. You're not on Kick. You want to do some super chats. You want to do a membership. Give some memberships to the community. That's fine. If you're on any service, you feel like, hey, I just want to send a tip via PayPal. I don't want to deal with any of those third-party interactions. You can do that too. It's all good. I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm just saying the preferred thing tonight to try to get those subs back would be great if we could do that. And I want to hit 150 subs by the end of the streaming week, which is Wednesday for me. Okay? Hair of the dog. No, I am not sickly. He says, you're looking sickly. Dude, I'm not looking sickly. I'm looking healthy. I lost weight. I'm losing weight and I'm working out. So I don't look like I used to. I used to look chubby, bloated, sick all the time. I've lost. Last I weighed myself, I was 190 pounds. Okay. But I'm working out. I actually might have gained weight again because I'm gaining muscle mass now. So I'm actually feeling better than I have in a very long time. Seriously, like I've got energy. I've got stamina. I've got no pain when I move around anymore. The only thing that I have is I'm sore. I'm freaking sore because I've been working out, so my body is sore. You know, it's going to be for a while, probably a few months until it finally gets into a rhythm that it's so used to working out that it's not going to be sore anymore. But there you go. A bit pale? Dude, I'm always a bit pale. Are you kidding me? Dude, I work indoors, full time, 6 days a week. Of course I look pale. I always look pale. The difference is the lighting. The lighting, as you can see, makes me look different. So right now, if I change the lighting to red, I look different. If I change it to purple, I look different. Green, I look different. You know, it always makes me look different. Pop off my shirt again and show everyone my physique. Oh, I don't do that for free. Absolutely not. We got to hit the goal. We got to hit the goal if that's what you want. Sorry about that. What is my workout routine? It depends on the day. Depends on the day. Depends on what muscle groups I'm working that day. So, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do the same workout every day, and you're not supposed to work out every day. You're supposed to alternate different muscle groups, different days. You're supposed to have at least a day of rest. You know, here's the thing. I have no thoughts on King Cobra outside of the fact that it's very sad that King Cobra has passed away as soon as he did. He was way too young, right? That's it. I know nothing about the guy. I've literally never watched a stream, never watched a video. The only time I ever saw or knew of him was when you guys submitted videos during my DSP versus the internet react show. And I watched him eating like a snail sandwich or something disgusting like that. That was it. So I have nothing to say about him because I don't know anything about him, you know? It's just sad that he lost his life so early. No, Villain, he says, after 40, it's hard to gain muscle mass sometimes. No, you're right. I am lucky because I worked out in my youth. Because I worked out in my youth, I had muscle mass. It's just dormant. It's like I'm not using it. So it, you know, it goes away, but it doesn't permanently go away. Basically what happens is it just goes, shrinks. But as soon as I started working out again, immediately within like a week, I was pumping up again. I was like, wow, that was fast. I remember when I first started working out in my 20s, it took a little while for me to build up muscle mass. I didn't have any, and I had to work out. And then finally, they pumped up. Wow, it took a while, a few months. In this case, they actually, within like a week or two, we're right back. We're coming back. I was like, this is excellent. Thank God I had that history of working out when I was younger, and it's working. It absolutely is working. What pound of dumbbell do I recommend to use in the home? You don't just get one set, get a variable set. They have them now, and they are so easy to use. They have variable dumbbells that you can go down as low as like 5 pounds, and then they adjust all the way up. I've seen ones that were almost like 100 pounds, but they're very expensive. The really, really heavy ones are like super fucking expensive. Like I saw a Bowflex set that I really wanted, but it was like $600. I was like, I'm not dropping that much money. It's ridiculous. So, but no, get a variable one. And that way you can adjust your weight easily without having to do plates and shit. They actually you just rotate handles and stuff now. It's so easy to do. And they're good quality and they're not that expensive. And it just makes workouts super easy. Like way, way easier. When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, my dad had his weights in our basement. And that's what I worked out with. And they were fucking those old ass plates, the ones that almost feel like they're concrete. And dude, getting those on and off and adjusting every fucking exercise and shit. Yo, that's fucking annoying. And then you drop the weight on your finger, like, oh fuck, you hurt yourself. Like, this is bullshit. Now it's like instant fucking put it in, ba-doom. Oh, here we go. Exercise. Oh, I gotta adjust it. Ba-doom, done. Next exercise. It's so easy. So I'm shocked. I didn't know it was that easy because remember, I hadn't worked out in like 20 years. And I researched it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You could do it that easy now? And yeah, it's just like, there's no excuse. Like, I would say this. When I was young, working out was kind of a hassle. Honestly, unless you had an insane amount of space and or you were really used to it, I'd say going to the gym would have been like a better option. Now, there's no excuse for anyone to not just work out at home. There's zero excuse. You don't need even that much space. The weights are super easy to get, super easy to adjust. Like, they've really advanced the technology. See, Bowflex I've heard is really good, but it takes space. That's the problem with Bowflex. You need a lot of room for the machine, right? I would love to do something like that eventually, but then I would have to like completely clean out a whole room for it. Favorite muscle group day? I don't have one. Let me put it this way. And again, I'm not going to get into massive detail now. So, when I started, okay, I was so not into it because I've been so out of shape, right? And so I started with incredibly low weight, basic exercise. All I'm trying to do is get my muscles moving again so that I'm not, completely like atrophied and I'm like, I can move and not hurt, right? And then, so basically I would only do like maybe 2 exercises, maybe 3, but 2 usually. And then I was like, okay, well now what I'm going to do is now that I can do that basic work, now I'm going to start adding exercises, right? Different muscle groups, different weights, and I'm going to start stacking it on. So now one night I have, let me think about this. What did I do last night? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 different exercises in my routine last night, and then three sets of the 4 different exercises. Took about 45 minutes. And then tonight, so what I've done, I have 4 exercises that I would normally do on the other night. That's different muscle groups, but I've also been trying to add in other exercises too. Like you guys when was it? Thursday night? You guys were like push-ups. And I was like, shit, I forgot I'm not doing push-ups. I'm doing bench press, but I'm not doing push-ups. So I was like, I'm going to add in push-ups to my routine. So I started doing push-ups. This is my problem. I get too into it. And then I get like crazy about it. And I start like I like it. I like working out. So you guys always made fun of me and you said, I don't believe him. No, I actually like working out. I find it fun. I find it energetic. It makes me feel good. The pain doesn't bother me. It doesn't. The pain of working out does not bother me. My problem is, I don't like it when you run out of energy and you can't keep going when you think you could go more. Because then if you try to do it, you might hurt yourself. That's when it sucks. And actually I did, when I was starting, I actually did hurt my back a little bit one time because I went too far. And I was like, fuck, see, I got to get used to this again. I don't know my limits yet. But anyway, no, so one night I'm doing 4 exercises together. 3 sets of each. So that's what, 12 sets of exercises in a workout, and it's between 30 to 45 minutes. But I'm alternate, so I'm not doing the same exercises 2 days in a row ever. You don't want to do the same exercises 2 days in a row ever. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give yourself rest in between. And I'm trying to add new exercises of things that I wasn't doing, like push-ups and stuff like that. And then I got a $2 super chat from Cold Bologna Sandwiches. He says, DSP will be the next Lou for Rigno. I don't think so. Because here's the thing. I'm going to say this up front. I'm working out for health. I'm working out for longevity. I'm not working out to become a giant roided freak dude. I'm not taking like crazy whey protein supplements. I'm not going to take hormones. I'm not going to take creatine. I'm working out just to get healthy. Do you understand? Like, I want to live longer. I want to actually be able to move objects that a normal person should be able to move without hurting myself. And I want to have stamina where I'm not tired all the time. I don't want to. I'm not going to be here chugging fucking protein smoothies and stuff. The most I do, and I've actually told you this, and it's weird because I talked about this a few months ago. I mentioned it on a stream and no one said anything. I don't think anyone caught on. Someone says, what do you have at night as a snack? And I said, a protein bar. And people didn't catch on. Like, why would Phil be eating a protein bar? Because I'm eating it and then I'm working out, you see? So anyway, that's it. Like, that's the most I'm doing is like having like a protein bar as a supplement for the workout. But I'm not one of these health nut people who's going to be like, every day I got to work out 2 hours, and then immediately that's the metabolic time when you need to be consuming tons of protein. So I suck down whey and soy proteins, and then I take creatine, and my body triples its size. No, I'm not doing that. It's not that serious. It's not, okay? No, here's the truth. I don't like being lazy. I want to actually say that because someone says, just admit you like being lazy. I don't like being lazy. I don't. The sad fact is my lifestyle fell into that kind of a lifestyle with what I was doing for work. Just sitting here all day on a stream isn't a physical medium. There's nothing I need to do physical. So it wasn't required, and therefore it was just like, you know, atrophy. But now that I'm into it again, I'm feeling good. I don't like feeling weak. I don't like feeling fat and heavy. I don't like having cracking knees that hurt every time I get up. I don't like that every time I got to bend over and get something, my back is killing me. I don't like having shooting pains. You know, I don't. And I'm feeling so much better now. How was dinner? Dinner was good. We had turkey sloppy joe. So someone was like, be sure you're eating a lot of protein. It was mostly protein. It was a bunch of ground turkey with the sloppy joe sauce, some diced onions, and some seasoning. And then literally just had it on like sesame buns. It was mostly protein. It was super duper good. That's what I need, baby. Yeah, that's what I need. Very good. Shall we get ready to start with Truck Sim tonight? Thank you guys for the early support. You guys are awesome. We're almost always working out doesn't help with getting tongue-tied marble mouth. Okay, it doesn't. Let's try that again. We've almost got halfway to our goal already, and we haven't even started, and that's amazing. Like I said, if we hit our goals playing Truck Sim, I will keep Truck Sim in the rotation, I promise you. Okay? Cool. All right, so remember, tonight, all contributions are greatly appreciated, particularly tonight, subs on Kick. I am trying to hit 150 subs by the end of Wednesday. With the subs that we just got, I think we're probably at like 23. Can we get to like 40 tonight? I mean... Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all, guys. Look. This means our mods might not work. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. I guess I'll record here. I guess I'll have to start recording here. Either says all I have are kicks tonight. Listen, either that's fine. I get it. Support is support. If you have kicks and that's how you're going to support, it's fine. Thank you for that. Really, thank you for the kicks. They count just as much as the subs, quite frankly. They do. It's just, I was just trying to get some of the subs that I had back, but it's all good. If you want to support with the kicks, it's all good, dude. I'm never going to say no. Thank you. Here we are. The Holiday Inn. We're at the Holiday Inn. You ever want to have a crazy shock? Like, did any of you guys ever used to watch black and white movies back in the day? And you know how there used to be musicals, used to be ginormous hits back in the day, right? If you want an absolute positive shock, go watch a movie called Holiday Inn. You are going to shit bricks when you see this movie. You've got some of the biggest musical and like dancing acts of the era, and they are in blackface. 100%, I'm not kidding. There's a whole segment where they're all in blackface. And back then, no one thought anything of it. They thought that was just natural. That was part of acting, you know, that you'd have like a scene in blackface and there's nothing wrong with it. But you watch it today, it's like, holy fucking shit. I can't believe it. Remember, guys, the goal tonight is 150. If we hit 150 of support overall tonight, we will do this again next week again. We'll keep this in the rotation. And if you are on Kick tonight, it would be preferable if you could contribute via gifted subs. I'm trying to gain back a whole bunch of the gifted subs that I lost over the last week. And therefore, what I'd like to do is hit 150 subs by the end of Wednesday. It is Sunday night. We're already at, I believe, around 23. So we got a little bit of momentum going. Let's keep going. Please keep that support going. And thank you in advance to anyone who supports the channel tonight. Now, if you only have kicks, that's okay. Like, for example, Ether said, man, I bought a whole bunch of kicks. It's all good. That helps as well. It's not that I don't need the support of other times. I'm just saying I wanted to get back some of the subs that I had lost. But hey, if you have kicks or you want to support in another way on YouTube or a tip or whatever, it's all good. And thank you to everyone who does. The block says new sub goal. Well, again, here's the thing, and this is what I keep telling you guys. A lot of people make fun of me for this. I don't care. It's not really the money. Like right now, if I were to start saving the money for a big European trip, I could do it. It would take a little bit, but I could do it. My problem is time, and my problem is means. Like, you know, having a whole month off, number one, that's a big thing for my wife. Like, I have a flexible schedule, but my wife has a job. How could she take a month off? They're probably just going to fire her. Be like, we can't let you have a whole month off, right? In addition, we have a cat. And this cat, Jasper, is the best cat ever, lovable. We super duper love him, and we're so happy he's part of our lives for all the years we've had him. But he is a cat that is social with us only. He does not like other humans whatsoever. He hates them, and he freaks out. And we know that if we were to be away for an extended period of time, even if we gave him board and someone to take care of him, it would be traumatizing to him. You know, he's been with us his whole life essentially. And here's the thing. You have to understand something, guys, and this is what I want to make it clear. Thank you all, because if it weren't for this last year of change when it comes to the levels of support and positivity you're showing me, I wouldn't even be able to consider a trip. Do you understand? I was in the hole. I was in a situation where I was not making enough to really have ends meet, and it was so rough. And now all of a sudden, things are so much better in the last year, and you guys are amazing. It's because of you that we can even think, oh, we could go on a trip or something. You know what I'm saying? But you understand, because we never thought we would get there. Basically what happened is we put ourselves into like situations and responsibilities where it's not easy for us to do stuff. We got a cat that's incredibly dependent on us being there with him. He's very needy. He's social, but only with us. You know, he would not take on a cat sitter, or if we put him in board, he would probably be traumatized. You know what I'm saying? So we never expected that we were going to be in a position where we could do stuff, that we didn't think we were going to have positive changes in our life. I mean, I know that sounds depressing. We thought we were always going to be at the same level or lower. It's true. I mean, take a look at how things were going for the longest time there. You know what I mean? It was a downward trend, not an upward trend. So because of that, we were like, well, commit to this, commit to that. It's fine. You know, you could take on a cat that has no claws, so he can't go outdoors. He's been declawed. You know, we take on a cat that has social problems where he needs to be with humans all the time. Why? Because we're homebodies, basically. I work all the time. We don't have money to travel. Let's do it. So we did it, and then things change. Oh, now we have money. Oh, shit. Right? Well, now I want to go on a trip. Well, we can't. You committed. We committed to having this cat. You know what I mean? So the thing is, things will change in time, and I do think that eventually my wife and I will go on a big trip that likely will serve as our honeymoon, which we never had one 6 years ago. So it'll serve as our honeymoon as like a really awesome, life-changing adventure. It just can't happen right now. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, hopefully, yes, but not right now. Okay. Can we ban this idiot? Thank you. Goodbye. All right. No, we're not planning on moving on to Washington. At least not now. Maybe someday. Definitely not now. Right now, here's the plan, to be honest, is stay the course, continue to do good streams, make good money, start to save up, okay? And stay the course when it comes to financials so that in a few years, when the economy turns, when interest rates finally start to go down, which they absolutely finally should eventually, they're not going to stay bad forever, okay? I want to refinance my house. I have an insane amount of equity in my home that I could do a ton of things with. I want to renovate my house. I want to pay off debts that you know, I have. I just went about to basically, like, get clean. I want the only kind of debt that I owe. Where do I turn left here? This is a U-turn here somehow. How do I do this shit? Here? This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Do I want to take a left here? Yeah, look. This is the weirdest road ever. Anyway, like I said, I want to refinance my home, use the equity that I have in my home to do some home renovations because my house has things that are falling apart. And I want to get some of that equity to do things like pay off any existing debts that I have, outside of the mortgage, obviously. I want to have some money to do stuff like maybe this trip and or maybe some big things to improve the business and or other things. And then when that's done, you know, then, all right, let's start to look at other big things that could happen. But right now, that's it. Like, that's really it. I'll just go on a trip. No, I'm not going to start blowing insane amounts of money on a trip or anything right now. I spent a ton of money last year to upgrade the setup here in the business. So I'm good for now, at least. I mean, every once in a while, there'll be something I have to upgrade minor, you know, but not anything too crazy. I'm not going to need a whole new PC. I'm not going to need, you know, insanely expensive stuff anytime soon, so I should be good in that regard. And I should be able to save up while preparing for a refinance. And then once the refinance goes through, then you work on the next stuff. But that's it. Like, it's basically a waiting game. It's a patience game. I need my credit score to go up. It can't go up until my bankruptcy falls off my credit report. That's going to be at least another probably 2 years-ish. And once that happens, then my credit should start to get higher again. Then I'll get favorable interest rates and offers for things like refinancing and go and doing that stuff. All right, how about this, guys? If you guys get me to the goal right now, I will drop a bombshell on all of you here tonight. Something that absolutely no one knows, absolutely jaw-dropping news, and I'll break it here first, but we got to hit the goal right now. And I'm actually not, it's not a joke. It actually is true. What is the news? I'm not going to tell you the news first. It's a humongous lore update is what it is. Humongous lore update. One of the things that idiots repeat all the time, and you guys have not been in the know whatsoever on it whatsoever because I've kept it private, but I will spill the beans tonight, but we have to hit the goal right now. If we don't hit the goal, I'm not telling you. So let's go. Preferably in subs, by the way, over on Kick. But if you want to do kicks, if you want to do super chats, members, whatever, it's all good. Let's go. For the record, all of you tossing those single kicks, that's fine, but you're kind of wasting because you're not helping the goal. You have to do 100 or more, then it counts towards the goal. So instead of dropping 100 single pennies, just do the 100 now, and I'll add it to the goal, and you'll get the news that you wanted instead of wasting it. I don't know why you're not doing that. That's right, 126 subs to go to hit the goal. Let's go right now. Let's get 26 subs. Let's get it only down to 100. 100 subs in 3 days is doable. So let's get it now. Let's go. Let's get some subs on this stream right now, and I will spill the tea. I'll tell you the information that you have no idea about whatsoever. They put 2 road hazards in the way. Bookwell says, you have to look at the map and plan your own route. Don't blindly follow GPS. No. I'm a gamer. I'm not an actual navigator. I'm just going to blindly follow GPS, and they're going to like it. How much exercise do you do to burn excess calories from drinking What does your daily exercise routine look like? Any plans to go to the gym? I'm not going to the gym. No, I'm working out at home. I don't need to go to the gym. Okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I can't stop belching tonight. As for drinking, when I'm drinking, like for example, these drinks only have about 100 calories each. I can't see it right now because I'm in the dark, but this drink, I believe, only has like 100, 200 calories. So really, I only have to burn off like 300, 400 calories. It's not that big of a deal. A full workout usually will do that. Okay, so it's fine. It's no big deal there. But no, I'm not going to the gym. I don't have to. I have stuff going on at home, so I don't have to go to the gym. That's the whole point. Or how about this? Because we were talking earlier. Shit. You guys want the lore drop, correct? Because earlier, like on the pre-stream, people wanted me to take my shirt off again. And I was like, dude, I'll take my overshirt off again if you really want me to. I don't care. It's not a big deal to me. But now it seems like people want the lore drop. So I'll do the lore drop if that's what you want. It's up to you. But you're not getting both. You're only getting one or the other. You understand? You can't get both. You can't have it both ways. So you either the shirt comes off or you get a new lore drop that you'll be interested in. So you have to make your decision. All right, is everyone ready for the lore drop? Oh, Darkside Burnell says you were going to talk about your workout routine first. You're right. Let me do that first because that would be a lot. I'd be messed up if I didn't do that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing sets of exercises together to work out separate muscle groups. And right now, one night I'm doing 4, and the next night I'm doing 4, and it's all different exercises, and I do 3 sets. Actually, I take that back. Now that I'm rethinking about it, one night I do 3 sets of all 4 of those exercises, and then the next night I do 4 sets of 4 separate exercises, and each workout takes between anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes depending. And it's all free weights. It's all free weights based. I don't have like I don't have a bow flex. You know what I mean? I don't go to the gym. It's all free weights that I'm doing. And I bought a set of adjustable free weights that are incredibly easy to use. All it is you take the free weight handle, which weighs like 5 pounds, you put it inside and you rotate. So now it's 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 25, 30, and you just keep adjusting up as high as you want to go. So you can adjust it to all different, weights very easily. And I was telling people earlier, dude, it was so hard when I was a kid. When I was in my 20s trying to work out, weights were a pain. Unless you went to the gym and you had a giant machine, to have free weights at home were a major pain in the ass. They sucked. They were those, like, either solid, like concrete or metal dumbbells that hurt to fuck around with and have to put them on and off. And they constantly get loose and wiggle and shit. Or it was those sand-filled plastic dumbbells. And those sucked because those would break over time and they would leak all over the fucking place. So now they got all these really good ones now that are just, they auto-adjust. And I wanted to get like the high-end one that was like way high weight. It was actually, I believe it was Bowflex. I think that was the brand. But dude, they were like $600. And I said, well, I can't drop $600 for weights. So I got a set. Ooh, I have to do a vehicle inspection. So I got a set that was like $300. And that's what I'm using right now. And they're fine for everything that I'm doing. And I'll probably still be using them for quite a while. I've been using them for months. I'll probably still be using them for months. Maybe at one point I'll get to the point where I'll need to get more weight, which is fine if I have to. If I have to figure that out and I have to get another set, I will. But for now, I think I'm going to be good for a while. And another thing is, I explained this to the chat earlier. I am not working out to become a giant roided freak. I am not working out so that I can become a muscle man. I'm working out simply to be physically fit for my age. Okay? Because I wasn't. I was insanely out of shape. You know what I'm saying? I needed to get my wind back. I needed to get my muscles back to working shape where I can actually do things, and it's for my longevity, for my health, to live longer, for my wife, and that's what it's for. So you're not going to see DSP on stream one day come out and all of a sudden I'm 350 pounds of pure ripped muscle like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's never going to happen. Okay? But you will see me get toned. You will see me be more muscular and less fat. You're going to see that because I am working out regularly. Okay? So that's what I'm doing with working out right now. Okay. Now, how are we doing on this job? Not well, because I had too many detours. Shit, we're not even halfway done, are we? All right. Are you ready? I'm going to spill the beans on something that you guys know nothing about, okay? Because we hit the goal. So as you all know, I've been talking about how, as of, what was it, about a month and a half ago, that I have begun, well, not necessarily me, but there is tracking right now of people who are illegally restreaming me and or stealing my content without making it transformative and reposting it on a daily basis, okay? So that's been going on now for about a month and a half, and I'm happy to report tonight that the lore is that it has nothing to do with that whatsoever. The lore is not that, okay? The lore is much more personal than that. All right, it is. The lore is much more important and personal than that. Fair enough? So, as you know, there are people who love to hyper-focus on everything that I say and do. All right? And one of the things that my detractors have hyper-focused on for many years, actually, is that I believe it was once I just casually mentioned that one of my bathrooms has things wrong with it, like it's busted, has things busted in it and stuff. And so people would be like making fun of me and be like, oh, his bathroom is screwed up and stuff. And then I guess the lore or the joke, the running meme became that Phil has like a bunch of broken toilets in his house that don't work at all. And so, his house is all a mess. It's all falling apart. Well, you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, I fixed all of the toilets in my house myself. That's right, I did. I fixed them all myself. I ordered the parts, I researched how to do it online, and I repaired every toilet. So all of the toilets in my house are now in working order. And in fact, so I bought two different things because I didn't really know what was like better. And I looked online and no one could really answer, okay? And so I bought two different of the plunger flush assembly things. One is like the typical floater kind, but there's actually, a lot of people don't know this, there's another kind now that isn't the one that floats on the water. It's a different kind. I don't even know how it operates, but it has like a hole. There's like a tower with a hole in it. And what happens is as your tank is filling, when the water hits that hole, I guess it detects that there's water in it and just stops. So it doesn't need to have a floating device to lift up and tell it when to stop filling the tank. Instead, it's like some kind of a water detection. I don't know how it works. I think it's called like Corky's or something like that was the company that it's called or whatever. So anyway, so I had one toilet that 100% was fully functional, had no problems whatsoever. I had one toilet that did not work whatsoever for many, many years. And I had one toilet that was working, but had issues because it was taking forever to fill and always had every once in a while some issues running, okay? So what I did is I researched online. It's like basically it was probably the assembly, the, the floater assembly thing, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. And so it needed to replace it. And one of them was easier than the other because one of them, when I went to do it, actually, and this is why this one was having issues and it took so long to fill, this tank had a leak and I didn't realize it. This tank's, like, the seals on the bolts on the bottom were actually quite loose, and it must be just, it needs to be tightened every once in a while, perhaps. I didn't know that. So I was actually just changing out the entire internal assembly of the toilet, and all of a sudden the thing started pouring water all over the floor. And I'm like, but it's, what the hell? And I looked, and it was because the bolts were actually loose. I had to, like, really hardly tighten the bolts to stop that from happening. But now I have 3 working toilets in my home. All of them work perfect. None of them have any issues. None of them run. None of them leak. And I did it all myself. I mean, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more handy. I'm becoming more healthy. I'm doing all the things that I probably should have done 20 years ago, but I'm finally doing them. It's like I finally have the time and the means to do this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Which is really cool. So anyway, there's your lore. And some of you might be saying, well, why is that like lore? Why is that big deal? Because my detractors have made it a big deal for years. They've literally said, oh, the guy has like all broken bathrooms and non-functional toilets in his house. What a bum, what a schlub. So I finally said, fuck this. I fixed it myself. You know, it wasn't a big deal. It was a matter of researching how to do it properly, ordering all the right components, doing it all properly, making sure I didn't botch anything and fuck anything up so that water would squirt. There was one, I'll be honest, one of them when I was doing it, I didn't tighten. So with the way it works with these, I don't know what they're called, flush assemblies, plunger assemblies, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know what they're actually called, right? So they're on a shaft, and the shaft rotates to get the height right, because each tank is a little bit different height. And I didn't tighten it enough. So I had it all working. I'm filling the tank, and the thing wasn't tight, and the thing fucking launched. It launched like this, and the water exploded out of the bowl and just started geysering. I was like, oh shit. I had to turn off the water real fast. I was like, oh, I see what I did wrong. I didn't snap it in and tighten it all the way like it was supposed to be. But that was the only problem that I had. It wasn't messed up or anything. Like, I didn't break it. I just, miscalculation. Okay. But there you go. So I have always had 2 working toilets, but one had a running problem. The other one worked fine. And then I had one that didn't work at all. Now I have 3 fully functional working toilets, and I fixed them all myself. There's your lore. So now the detractors can all make videos about this, because you know they're going to. Like, this is what they do. They actually think this is news, that Phil has toilets in his house. And I'm not kidding you, what they'll try to do, they will actually try to say that I'm lying and disprove this. Like, they'll say, there's no way that Phil could have actually fixed his toilet. He's not smart enough, right? So they're actually going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're actually going to start freaking out and be like, his toilet, he didn't do that. There's no fucking way. Idiots. Butthead, I will agree with you. Butthead says, fixing toilets is super easy. I think they will believe you. Yeah, I agree with you now. Like, I didn't know that at first, how easy it was. I thought that it was actually much harder than it was going to be. But once I did the research, and all I did was I looked at the simple instructions online via video, video tutorials, and I ordered the parts, and I started doing it. I was like, this is fucking really easy. And the thing is, the parts have evolved over time. They're not the old parts anymore. Now they have auto-adjusting height. Like I said, there was this one, it was like Corky's or something, and that one was even easier than the other one. You don't even have to worry about adjusting the float or nothing. It just worked. The water filled, it turned off. I was like, oh shit, this is great. So there you go. Okay. Oh, God. Bookworm says, now you need RGB lights inside your toilet bowl. Oh, my God. It's disgusting. Okay. All right. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my second drink. Okay? And then we will continue. And by the way, so how about this? If we get a second goal tonight because we have time to, maybe then I'll take off the shirt like you guys wanted. But I'm not going to take off my shirt until we hit a second goal because that's what you wanted earlier, right? Anyway, thank you for your support. If we can get more subs tonight, again, that would be great. Remember, we're pushing for subs on Kick. That's what we're going for. We're trying to get subs on Kick to make up for the ones I lost. So please sub or give some subs on Kick if you can tonight, all right? I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to continue, guys. Another hour here of American Truck Sim. So, if we get a second goal, I will take my shirt off. I really will. I don't know why you guys care, why you asked for it earlier. I think it was pretty stupid, but I will. I actually will, if you really want me to. And I'm talking about my overshirt, not my undershirt, my overshirt. But please, if you can support the stream tonight, please do. Truck Sim is safe for next week, but it would be great to get some more subs if we could. I want to try to build up those subs. How are we doing? Let's take a look because the goal is 150 subs by the end of Wednesday. And we are currently at 32. We are a fifth of the way there. But we still got a ways to go. We have 3 full streaming days left, including Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But we still have another hour tonight. Okay? All right, let's go. Archmage, could you please be quiet? No one is talking about sitting water in my house. Just shut up. Like, what are you talking about? He goes, if there's sitting water in your house, you have to touch it for a moment. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, we were talking about busted toilets. Toilets. You understand? Not sitting water in my house. Like, what? Some people are just fucking out of control, man. Yikes. Okay. I don't know where people get their ideas from. I just don't sometimes, but I don't care. Let's move on. Archmage, I swear to God, if you say it one more time, I'm banning you from chat. I've had enough. I've really had enough. Like, dude, what is your major malfunction? That you're bringing up stuff that's not true. You're full of drama and nonsense tonight. I don't get what's wrong with you. Could you please grow up? Like, holy crap, dude. I just don't get some people. I don't. Why are they always so into drama? I just don't understand it. We're all here chilling, having a good time, joking about toilets and workouts and shit, having a, you know, there's mold, there's standing water, there's mold, emergency, everything's falling apart. Shut the fuck up. Literally none of it's true. You're nuts. Stop it. Get some help. Come on, guys, let's crush it. Let's hit a second goal tonight. We can do it. I know we can hit a second goal tonight. Let's get some subs. Again, we're trying to make up for lost subs. We got to get 150. Right now, we're 30-something. Excuse me. We're at, yeah, we're 30-something. We're a fifth of the way to the goal. Let's keep going. Let's crush that goal. Excuse me. It's absolutely disgusting. All right, guys. This is the final job of the night. Last chance to support the stream. Last chance. If you want to ask me some questions. Last chance to drop some subs to help us get to our sub goal for the week. And last chance to see me take my overshirt off if we hit that second goal tonight. Just saying. If not, it stays on and, you know, oh well, you're just going to have to imagine what's under there. See, when Ether heard the time was running out to take my shirt off, he got very excited. And he's like, I got to start getting this going now. So now who's going to join Ether with that momentum? Let's go. Yes, I should say, Ether just dropped 1,000 kicks on the chat. That's what I should say, or something like that. How do I word this? What's the best way to word it, guys? What do you think? Because I don't want to say kicking kicks. That sounds stupid. What cologne do I use? Do you want to know what I'm wearing tonight? All right, how about this? If we hit the goal, I'll actually tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight. 100%. And it's a good one. It's not some, you know, El Cheapo, you know, discount cologne. It's actually a name brand cologne. I will tell you what I'm wearing tonight. All right, well, if we don't get any more contributions, you guys are going to miss out not only on hearing what cologne I'm wearing today, but also of me taking off my shirt. So, oh well. I guess we'll just have to save it for another night. People who are more forthcoming, more generous, right? They deserve it. So only $123 to go to hear what cologne I'm wearing today and to see me take off the shark shirt. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Who's going to do it? He says, did you see Destiny said he's done with drama and politics after getting demonetized? I guess no more DSP segments. He doesn't do DSP segments, right? He hasn't in 100 years. I mean, he used to years and years ago. But he got so heavy into this left-wing political shit. And who the fuck is he to be talking about left-wing political shit, honestly? It's weird that he has a following that think, oh, he's like a big political guy. Like, the fuck are you talking about? What, like, what on earth are you talking about? What, are you in politics? Did you ever run? Did you study politics? What are you talking about? I don't know why anyone ever listened to this guy. But anyway, yeah, I actually saw something about that on X the other day. He was sitting on stage at some appearance. Again, why is anyone fucking seeing this guy at an appearance? I have no idea why anyone would care who had a brain. And he's basically saying to everybody, he thinks the end is near because he thinks he's just getting demonetized, that YouTube like blanket demonetized him, but they won't explain to him why. Well, if they don't explain to you why, it's because basically they reviewed your channel and said that it's all in violation of what they want on the site. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one specific thing you did, but they finally did a blanket review, and they realized that your content is so offensive and or maybe misinformed and stupid that they just don't want you making money anymore. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Well, all I have to say is, you know, I'm certainly not a giant guy, right? I don't get tons of views. I don't get tons of positivity and notoriety. But I'm happy for where I am. I'm happy for who I am. I get to do what I love. I get to hang out with people who I like every day. We have a good time together. You guys support it, right? It's all good. I think I stayed the course and I did what I wanted to do rather than jumping on a drama bandwagon, rather than jumping on any kind of a bandwagon, because that's all it is, bandwagoning. Oh, what's popular today? Oh, lol cow drama. What's popular today? Politics. You got to be extreme left or right. Sure, go ahead and do it and play with fire and you'll make a bunch of money, but eventually it's going to go away. You're going to get burned, right? I'm playing the long game, and the long game is working. I've been doing this now for a living since 2011, and I'm still good. There is no signs of stopping. There's no problems. Everything's going well. Currently, I'm on an upward trajectory when it comes to the levels of support and positivity I'm getting. Not views, but I don't care about views. I really don't. To be honest, I never did. YouTube never, for me, was a views game. It was how many people care about you and are willing to support you, not how many people are just dropping views on you. If you actually add all the aggregate views that I get from the people who illegally steal my content, my views are sky fucking high. But I don't care about views. They don't benefit me. It's about people who actually like me. And right now, there's more people right now liking me and supporting my stuff than there has been in probably 10 years. And that's not even lying or exaggerating. And that's a great thing. So I'm happy that I stayed the course with what I wanted to do. I didn't buy into any fad, any drama, any, you know, what's the flash in the pan thing today that everybody's doing, right? No, I just wanted to be me, and it's working. So good stuff. Again, what I like to say is, even if you can argue my content's not the best, right? My content is kind of like lower quality. I'm not the best gamer or whatever, however you want to put it. At the end of the day, there's one definitive statement that can be made. No one has ever been hurt by my content, right? Have I ever incited violence? Have I ever made a game company collapse? Have I ever, you know what I'm saying? Like my stuff, have I ever like viciously bullied someone to the point where like their life was hurt? I don't want to do that stuff. I just want to play games and have fun with my audience. That's what it's all about. And I can sleep at night. You can say I'm not the best content creator out there. I'll agree with you. But at least the stuff that I did has been harmless and funny and entertaining to an audience, and it hasn't hurt a single person. You know? So, there you go. Take a look at all these people that are getting canceled, people who are getting exposed, people who are, oh, I got demonetized. Yeah, why? You're making hurtful content. Like, literally, you hurt others to get ahead. And now you act like, oh, you're so surprised you got demonetized. You're a victim. No, you were making victims all along your path. Everyone you targeted, everyone you hurt to get ahead is your victim. Now people finally are realizing it. The tide has turned, and now you're the victim, but you're the victim of yourself. You're the one who created the situation for yourself because you didn't want to work. You didn't want to actually have morals or standards. You just wanted to do whatever got you success quick. Well, congrats on years of getting quick success. And, you know, now have a life of demonetization and see how that works for you. It ain't going to be as easy. That's for sure. I mean, you can make it work, but it ain't going to be as easy. All right, we're almost there.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You
can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.